Okay, to start a triptych in Affinity, we go to File, New, select A4, change this to pixels, and our maximum we're allowed for page width is 1600. And put something in here. I'm going to put 1000. You can put whatever you want in there. And then in Affinity, you should get a canvas like this. The next thing we have to do is create it as a layer. So we go to Rectangle and just click at the top and drag all the way over the rectangle and then release. Then on this right hand side here, you'll see on your layer, you've got a rectangle layer then. Click on the hand, come back. So inside this, we want to put our 3 rectangles. So we click rectangle again and click and drag to draw a rectangle somewhere near the size you want it. It doesn't have to be exact. When you've got yours, just let go. And over here, you'll see a rectangle. So if you click on the rectangle, right click it and press duplicate, and then duplicate again. So we have 3 of them. And to make life easier, if you just click in the box and name one of them L, one of them M, and one of them R. For left, middle, and right, you'll know where you're up to. So the left-hand one has to be on the left-hand side. The M1 has to be in the middle. So just get your move tool and move this rectangle somewhere into the middle. Click on your right one and move this rectangle with the move tool again somewhere on the right hand side. If you select the top one, press the shift key and select the bottom one, you'll be able to see all of your rectangles. And as you can see from mine, they're all different sizes and different places, but you can adjust them whenever you want just by clicking on them and making some adjustments. And you'll see this number here, 410, 425. So this one's 425, so I could make this one 425 as well. And my other one, 425. It's your own preference. If I click on them again, they should all look very similar. And the only other thing to do is change the gaps at the sides, but we can do that later. While they're all selected, we click on this FX button down here for layer effects. And I want to create a outline. So I select outline, put a tick in the box, and the radius is how much of an outline you want. All of these sliders are up to you, your own preference. So I'm going to put 3.7. You can change this to so it's the outside, the center, or inside of your rectangle. I'm going to leave mine in the center. You can select the color you want in the color box. If you want it to be red, orange, green, up to you. If you'd like it to be gray, you can go to grayness and select on a gray that you like. When you're happy, press close, and that is your thing. If you want to keep this as it is now, as a template, you can go to File, Save, and save it as a trip. I hate spelling this. Template. Decide where you want to save it and press save. Excuse me. Next thing I'm going to do is the big triangle on the outside. I'm going to go to that, select effects, also give that a outline, give it a radius. I'm going to change the color just so you can see it, because obviously you can't see it when it's black and white. and put it on the inside. That's mine. Obviously I wouldn't have this thing, but there we go. I'm going to change it back to black, but you can see where it would be. If you put this sliders all the way to one side, they go to black. If you put them all the way to the other side, they go to white. To close. Next thing we need to do is put our pictures. So I've selected the left-hand rectangle. I go up to the top, File, Place, select the images that I'm going to place. So I'm going to put this one on the left, press Open. I just roughly click and drag somewhere on there that you want it to go. If they come like this, you can just orientate them with this little thing, clicking on it and turning it so it goes to 90 degrees. Position it somewhere near. It's best to leave it so it's going over the rectangle, then you can see when it pops into the rectangle easier. When you've done that, you have to go over to the right-hand side, click your picture, and we're going to just, while you're holding down the left mouse key, drop it in to your left rectangle. This is a little bit difficult, but as you can see there, mine's just dropped in. As soon as it drops in, there you go. And then you can move it around and you will only be able to see what's inside the rectangle. So on there, I'm going to lift that up. You can extend it, do whatever you want with it. It's best to edit your pictures first. So if you wanted to get this line rid of it, take it out before you put it in. But you can edit it just by clicking in there, and you can do any edits you want. The inpainting brush tool will get rid of stuff, but it's probably better to do it earlier. And all we do is repeat the same for the others. So select the middle one, go to File, Place, select my image, Open, click drag. This one comes the right orientation, and then I'm going to drop it into M, and I'm roughly releasing where it says rectangle on M, rectangle in brackets, where the C and the T is. There you go. Just put it up there, drag it down to fit. You can drop that. These are called nested. Where they're in here, they're nested underneath the layer. So the right hand one, exactly the same again. File, Place, select your image, Open, click drag where you want it to go. If it's the wrong way around, orientate it, drag it over. Remember, make it bigger than your rectangle so you can see when it drops in. Select the image and drop it around by the C and the T. Just keep moving it around a little bit. Patience. And there it is, dropped in. Dog's barking, sorry. And you can adjust it however you like. If it doesn't look too straight, just give it a little tweak. And we close that. If we want to move any of them over, you can just select the left one we're on now. So if we're on the top layer, we're moving the whole of the rectangle around like this. And if we go on just the image, we're just moving the image inside the rectangle. Simple. When you're finished, you can either save it and put other pictures in later on, or if you're ready to send it to Sue, it's File, Export. Make sure you're clicked on JPEG. We need to be no more than 1600. So if you're more than 1600, change that to 1600. Click Export, wherever you want to save it. And I'm going to call this Towers and press Save. I go to my desktop, and I should have a nice picture of towers as a JPEG. Ready to send to Sue. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.